Thank you. I get the great privilege to present to you Polanyio. Dave Moskowitz, the sort of the guru of startups, and Sohail Magera, who is one of the other mentors for the team. We're really pleased to have been selected by the Polanyio team to help them through the 3 months so far of this challenge. It's really, as an industry person, it's a real eye-opener to see how challenging the industry can be for people who aren't used to it. And Brett talked a little bit earlier on about some of the challenges that these teams go through. These guys, Polanyio, have had a change in their team. They've come from outside the industry and very quickly got their head around it, albeit with some challenges, and overcome all of them. And I think the one characteristic the guys have learned through this is resilience personally. And I think as part of the Lightning Lab, it's teaching these teams something about themselves and how to adapt in a really challenging environment. And I think that's great for the future of the industry. So it's really, with no further ado, I'd like to welcome to the stage Paul Spence from Polanyio.
Hello, I'm Paul from Polanyio, and we're delivering smarter energy together. So we uncovered a $100 million global market opportunity by taking the pain out of commercial energy procurement for brokers and their customers. So we began by looking at the consumer pain in this process. In New Zealand, EECA discovered that some commercial energy users are overpaying by up to 20%. So for a typical high school, that's $20,000 that could be best spent on resources for the kids. So we thought, how can we enable the energy brokers to get better deals for those kind of commercial users? So the broker's journey begins when they request some data from a retailer. There's some analysis that goes on, customer creation of a profile, and then tender response back and forward and some price cards received from the retailer. There is also more analysis, and then a recommendation is finally made to the end customer, and there's a contractual sign-up process. So all of this complexity adds up to 28 or more business days, and that's a long time. So we also looked at what the pain is for the brokers in this process. So there can be delays in acquiring the consumption data. The brokers they lack aggregation tools and technology for creating really good customer profiles. And across the industry, there's not really a standardized tendering process. Sometimes the process takes so long that the retailer has to come back with a new offer, and that delays the process even more. So all in all, it's complex, slow, and there are delays throughout. So we're going to ring-fence all of that complexity and put it on a streamlined tender platform, software as a service application. The platform will include the brokers, their customers, and the retailers. We're going to standardize everything that happens within that box, provide some really good aggregation and analysis tools, and just streamline the whole RFP pipeline. And we think we can get that complexity down to 10 business days. So if you're a retailer, why would you want to participate in this? Well, you're going to get better aggregated customer demand profile data back from the intermediary. We can also provide you with some better analytics data so that even though there's an intermediary involved, you still keep connected to the end customer. And possibly, there might be some other solutions for you if you're looking to go offshore with your business. Obviously, the brokers are going to save a lot of time and money using this platform. And we can ensure that the brokers demonstrate to their end customer that they're delivering value because of the transparency of being on a shared platform. We also think we can help those brokers grow their market segment. Currently, the broker market occupies the medium to large industrial space. With additional aggregation technology, we can help move them into an additional broker segment in the SME sector. So what's unique about our application? Well, obviously we're going to be using some pretty powerful machine learning and data science algorithms, which will lead to automation of the customer demand profile matching and building process, and further enabling user clustering and future aggregation solutions such as micro-retailing. And this will be delivered as a pretty grunty API solution. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about our team. Abdul is our Chief Data Scientist, PhD, and he's been previously involved in commercializing enterprise software. Ryan, also previously involved in technology startups, and he's a postgrad physics guy. And my background is previously in e-commerce. My previous company, we scaled to around 100,000 customers globally. So we've set ourselves an ambitious timeline. By the end of this year, we want to roll out our minimum viable product for testing with our industry Type 2 retailer partner. And by April of next year, we're planning a public launch of our New Zealand broker aggregator offering. In the not too distant future, we'll absolutely be looking offshore for further growth, and Australia and Singapore are the first targets in that area. So if you're looking for smart data aggregation and analytics for your energy business, think of Polanyio, smarter energy together.